Liam Decker? That guy's crazy, man. He says all this weird stuff, and I'm just like, whoa, man, calm down.
Yes, I'm Liam's mother.
He's been missing for 2 weeks. Everyone thinks that he ran away.
It was a normal afternoon. That morning he was just going through his normal routines, and then around 4 he left the house and hasn't come back since.
They should be worried. That kid's not gonna make it 2 days on his own. You gotta have street smarts to know how to survive. You gotta be able to talk to people. That kid barely said anything, and when he did, it was total nonsense. So some angsty teen gets lost. Why all the cameras?
Have you heard the rumors about his disappearance?
What, that he just vanished into the air and stuff? If anybody was gonna do that, it'd be that Liam kid.
Is that what this whole movie you're making is about? Enough people think that some kid is possessed, and you start questioning the town?
Yes, I did shoot the footage of Liam Decker disappearing.
Can you describe how you came to obtain this footage?
Well, every weekend I go for a run on the trails. And every weekend I see Liam Decker just standing there on the pathway, looking into the forest. And he wouldn't do anything. He would just stare at the trees. Obviously, I just thought he was up to something. I mean, who just stands around and stares at trees? So one day I see him dart into the forest, and I assumed he must have been going to cause some sort of trouble. So I followed him and took my camera so I could turn him into the police. You know, to protect the town. But before I could get the camera steady, he disappeared, literally, out of thin air. I caught most of it on my camera, so I went home and put it online. People were as shocked as I was.
So you believe that he disappeared in a supernatural manner?
I saw it with my own eyes. Liam Decker disappeared out of thin air.
No, he's not some sort of ghost or anything. Sure, he's a little off. Nobody would deny that. But paranormal, magical, there's no way.
He's not exactly like other people. Most people tend to do things. Liam waits. He'll spend hours waiting for a specific thing to happen, even if he knows it won't. For instance, he spends hours standing in front of the sink. I assume he's waiting for the tap to turn on. He'll never actually turn it on, but he'll spend hours just staring at it. Maybe it's unhealthy, but that sort of thing is all he'll do. If we make him do anything else, he just does it blankly. He's not going to enthusiastically do anything. We just let him do what he wants.
But why would he be staring at the sink at all?
I think he wanted it to turn on. It's as if he knew that there was some way to make it work without touching it. He would just stand there, trying to figure it out. I did consider that he might be mentally challenged. We did have him tested once, but they didn't diagnose him with anything. But I don't think he is. He's very smart in school, and it's not as if he doesn't understand social cues or anything. He's very polite within the family, and he's cooperative in school. He just prefers to be alone. And he's always interacted well with his brother. Yes, he does connect well with Trevor.
Do you think he ran away?
I think he ran away from this world, not from us or anything else.
So you believe that he just disappeared?
Yes. I do believe he disappeared.
Talk about what you were telling me about earlier, with the cameras.
Well, he would just stand in front of the cameras for hours, just waiting. The camera would be all set up, on a tripod, the lens cap off and pointing directly at him. But I could see from the dial that the camera was off. But he just stood there, waiting.
What was he waiting for?
For the camera to take a picture. I did ask him about it once. Do you think it's ever going to take a picture?
It's a camera, Trevor. If you wait long enough, they'll find something to take a picture of.
So I thought it was just a matter of time?
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. It's that he saw the camera as a separate entity. Like, not as a tool that he could operate, but something that could function on its own. He was always saying weird things like that.
Did you ever see the cameras taking photos when it was turned off?
Well, there was one time, but I don't quite understand what happened.
Where were those lights coming from?
What lights?
And I never asked him about it. If he said there weren't any lights, that meant there weren't any lights for me to see. And that's when I knew he was going to leave. Before, he wanted everybody else to understand with him. But when he finally started to understand, I think he realized that only he could know
And what exactly did he know?
how to leave,
Leave where?
wherever we are now. The day before he disappeared, he talked about finding one more thing. And he was saying how he was so close, and once he found it, he'd be done. Now, I bet you anything that it was in that forest he watches. He'd just stand in front of it and watch it, like the camera and the sink. And I know that if he found something, he found it there.
I just want my son home safe and sound. I want people to stop focusing on these ridiculous rumors and focus on finding my son.
Look, I don't know what happened to Liam, but I do know that he isn't in this world anymore. He found something that afternoon, something that allowed him to move forward from life as we know it. I don't think that they'll find him in this dimension. People need to stop focusing on finding Liam and start focusing on what he found. Because whatever he found that day changed everything.